me. This is the boy friend. Today we will be heading to the one and only Washington D.C. for New Year's Eve. It's quite close to us and it's also a big city, so hopefully we can see some fireworks. First thing first, need to grab some coffee. There's no parking spot, so he has to be in the car and I have to order the coffee alone. And I got nervous and I ordered hot instead of cold. So the lesson is, don't let me order alone. Scooter in Vietnam.
Park in Vietnam.
Chiều hoàng hôn của nắng dần xa. We are almost here at Washington D.C. We are now ready for the car parking. Hay cho em tìm xịn không?
Xịn.
Xịn hơn khi nó charge 5 mấy đô.
Wow, 26 đô.
26 hả? Tổng 16. We have arrived at Washington D.C. and parked our car, and now we're going to use the subway to hang around the capital. Our parking garage is called the Union Station Parking Garage. I would recommend this place. It is very organized, very clean, and it has clear instructions, policies on everything. What's most convenient, it is on top of one huge metro station, similar to the Grand Central in New York City. Reasonable prices too. I wouldn't need to say one word to describe how beautiful and organized the Capitol subway is. Just look at it. I mean, if you have seen my New York City vlogs, you can clearly tell the differences. So check them out and let me know what you think. I think it also has the best lighting ever for photos. And it will also let you turn around when you miss your stop. Very convenient. It has multiple cars at every station too. Very secured. On the street. Nó đẹp quá Bu, cái màu nó đẹp hơn New York rất nhiều luôn á. And I'm not saying New York City is not pretty, I'm just talking about the camera color. We're getting some cash.
This is a parking meter.
Wow.
Sunlight power.
Sun powered. Yeah. Dang. I'm pretty sure Washington D.C. is not as lively and active during night hours as New York City, but still, walking on the street is still a vibe. Here's one huge building of PNC Bank, and I can feel that it's much safer.
Wow.
I know it is. We saw this huge mall from the ground. I thought it's only in the movies, but that's the first time I saw it in real life. There are so much street lights. I think that's the reason I feel so much safer. So I think people are either at home enjoying family dinners or celebrating at a bar. This is the White House. You can see from very far away. That's where the president stays.
Where he works.
Where he works. We are now approaching the National Christmas Tree. This is my favorite Christmas tree so far. Cute and
Bumpy.
béo.
There were so many tourists at this location taking picture with the tree. We even met some Vietnamese and asked them to take a picture for us.
I'm still not done with the Christmas holiday, even though it's December 31st already. It's the Christmas tree of the state of West Virginia, which is where I'm going to stay. Wow! It was very cold. Yes, I was wrong to say New York City is the coldest place ever. Anyways, we're heading to a Vietnamese food place. Can you guess where it is? Cold! Apart from the exceptional subway, I think my next favorite thing about DC was the top-notch buildings. They're all very grand, very classic-ish, and with architectures that made me wow. We have sat down for dinner at this Vietnamese restaurant. It's a random nearby restaurant that we found.
54 restaurant, Vietnamese cuisine, very cozy place with medium price, not too expensive but not that cheap. I'm going to get a thịt nướng. I'll get a strawberry smoothie too, and he'll get a phở bát đạp gừng for $15. It's huge, and that's the phở we ordered. Then we can still have a smoothie. This size.
Only 2 words to describe this: yummy and yummy. It tastes just like home. He has a bit problem with his pho because he can't find all of the meat he ordered, but we got that sorted out. And as you can see, I really like chilies. I have a lot of chilies in my food, and I didn't think I could finish the portion, but it was too good. So yeah.
Try the smoothie now. Kem dong.
The smoothie was a bit artificial, but good portion, so fair enough. With our full tanks, we're continuing our journey.
This is the FBI headquarters, Federal Bureau of Investigations.
What we see a lot in the movies. I really like movies about secret agents and spies and stuff like that, by the way. So if you have any recommendations, drop it in the comments. I think this is the Board of Governors building.
DC really have very unique buildings. Like cái cửa, I imagine our house will look like that. A very big door, front door.
That's too big.
No, I like that.
That's too big.
Too bad he doesn't want a big front door. Well, I guess we're not staying in the same house. Anyways, we're heading to this ice skating place and we're looking for the park entrance, but we couldn't. It took us like 15 minutes, and there's this weird house. I really like how it turned out. Optical illusions. And we finally reached our ice skating rink, and you know what they said? We have reached our capacity, so we're done for the night.
They said they've reached capacity, so it's closed today. We walked like 12 minutes. Now all we can do is watch people skate. I'm sad. It's New Year's Eve, you get me? You kind of get. They don't want to end the night sooner. It's just not a nice feeling to work overtime on New Year's Eve.
I know.
This weird ass looking.
Kind of scary.
Scary? I don't know, I feel like it's funny. This tree is scary.
That's funny.
Came straight.
This is scary.
This is scary.
That's funny.
Hey, what's that? Oh, I think it's the ice. It's the rollerblade. The upper part. I don't know what that is. They don't have any like description. What's this? Typewriter eraser.
I think at this point you can tell that our trip is pretty much just walking around the city.
I actually don't like when it's this quiet. Like over here you can't even tell a sign of humanity. Again, I would really recommend getting a Metro card in Washington D.C. because it's very convenient. It's so simple to create one and even more simpler to use it. You can have the card built in your phone if you have an Apple Wallet, and you don't even have to turn on your phone like what I did over here. Just tap it with a lock screen and you're good to go. And I think it's about $2 per trip depending on the distance you're traveling, and it can also be used for bus line too. Very convenient. Plus, the entrances were very noticeable, unlike in New York City where we had a hard time looking for one.
We are now at the Washington Equestrian Statue. That's George Washington.
Wow.
Muốn xem nó là cái gì phải vô cái trang web này. Which I'm not gonna spend $3.39 for some random in-game content. I don't even have to.
We basically
visited all the places we wanted to visit. So we have 2 more hours before midnight, before fireworks, So he decided to waste them in this Wawa convenience store. He has always wanted to show me inside of Wawa, like he's very passionate about it. I don't know why. Wawa has free Wi-Fi, so we grabbed some Minnie Mouse ice cream and sat down.
Bye luôn. Nãy giờ chưa có quay. Smelt it somehow. Tastes like banana. I'm so sleepy already. Please not.
So I guess one tip to not be bored is that you go into a convenience store and act like you're in an art museum. Anyways, we headed to Georgetown and realized it's like a place for parties.
Trying this Wawa raspberry lemonade. What's in there?
I don't know. Why not go there?
We arrived at this complex called the Washington Harbor. It's basically a bunch of fancy restaurants and bars wrapped around this ice skating rink, which looked out into the Potomac River. The thing is, it's freezingly cold, and when we were walking in, we saw these girls like they have finished partying in here. They were wearing things like slip dresses and a mini skirt. They were knocked out lying on the ground. I mean, there's a way to end your year. What's worse is that I thought we could see the fireworks from here, but we could not, so we had to rush back to the metro with these lamb bikes. It's so funny how we had to run and rush because we only have 30 minutes into the fireworks show, and you can basically feel the adrenaline rush inside your heart. And we still managed to have fun with these color. It was my mistake. I trusted this newspaper that says fireworks can be seen from this side, but actually it has to be seen from another side, which we had to drive over there. That's another tip for traveling in the New Year's, because sometimes they change the fireworks location. You really have to research a lot of newspapers to figure out which one is the correct one. Years in the car with Boo Boo. It kind of defeated the purpose of this trip because we initially came to see the fireworks, and now we ended up spending the midnight in the car. I honestly didn't feel mad or sad because we didn't see the fireworks like we planned, but he did. I guess if you are someone who are very planning oriented and serious about accomplishing the initial goal, you would definitely be mad too. Nonetheless, I felt like the incident made our trip even more special. It's the only time I've ever spent the New Year's in the car. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this vlog. See you in my next vlog. I love you.